Hello, everyone. I'm Divit Gupta, and welcome to another fun and colorful episode of Tech Talk with Divit. This is the Holi special episode. Today on the show, I have a very interesting guest who loves to play Veena, who loves cooking, who loves to play cricket, and is a great musician. Please welcome Oracle Senior Vice President, Kumar Rajamani. Hi, Kumar. Welcome to my show, Tech Talk with Divit. How are you doing today?
Hi, David. I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, it's the Holi special and it's colorful event, and everything is colorful, cheerful. I'm getting a lot of food. I told my nephew that I'm shooting for a Holi special, and he took that opportunity and put color all over me. And this is how I look. I mean, we're going to be celebrating it big. It's fun in Dallas. People over here celebrate Holi, color run, whatever you want to call it.
That's right.
It's good fun festival actually. Do you happen to celebrate Holi?
Absolutely. No, we used to celebrate Holi back in colleges. That's how we used to get chase girls.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I know that you love playing Veena. Mm-hmm. It's an instrument, right? It's an Indian instrument, popular in India, right? Not a lot of people know about it. And you love music. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your passion for Veena?
Yeah, so I started learning Carnatic Vocal when I was like probably around in 10th standard. Started a little late. This passion for music always existed for me, but it's something that I could not do because there was another passion for me, which is cricket. I'll come to that later. So, I always wanted to sing. I learned singing, but at some point, like last 3-4 years back, I felt like I should pick up an instrument to learn because that sort of sharpens your hearing ability. You can hear the notes much more well. And the shruti is very important when you sing, so it sort of sharpens that thing. So I picked up this instrument, Veena, which is
I've heard Veena is a very difficult instrument to play.
It's an extremely very difficult instrument because the problem in Veena, unlike other string instruments like guitar kind of thing, you can actually go from one note to another note. You can just by doing it by an oscillation, you can oscillate the note. And that's what gives that embellishment. That's what gives that you're listening to a Veena instrument. It gives you that kind of a feeling when you do that oscillation. But getting that oscillation correct in a position to get to that sound to the next note is very, very hard. So it's a very difficult instrument. It requires a lot of practice. I'm just a beginner at this point, I would say. I wish I could show the Veena, but and play something like that. But I'm in office today. But in the next occasion, I will definitely do that.
That'll be fun. And what about your cricket? Like you said, you played a lot of cricket. You loved cricket. Your passion for cricket.
Yes, I mean, as any other young boy in the late 80s and 90s, I was passionate about cricket. Like me and my brother, we used to do this cricket in the terrace, where like he would be West Indies, I would be India, and then we would be like same bowler, same batsman, different same bowler, but like we'll be called like I'll be Gavaskar, and then he'll be like Malcolm Marshall or whatever it is, and then
right.
And then my cricket passion grew into like something more dramatic, and I wanted to play for like a lot of clubs and so I represented the district and the university. I was a pace bowler and a medium middle order bat.
Wow.
I had very strong arms and reasonably good at fielding, but I loved bowling basically. And it's something that I carried on for up to my second year of college. And after second year, I had to really focus on my studies. So I had to keep the cricket passion
aside for a while.
Subdued basically for studies. Yeah.
Wow. And I hear you love cooking as well, and you sing.
Yes.
And is there anything that you don't do?
No, I mean, I really love cooking. Not just because I want to show it as an art that I can. It's just I'm basically a foodie, and I like the food to be spicy. I like to be
Same
specific.
here.
Yeah, same. The specific spicy, and then and if I want to eat something, it's better that you just cook it right there rather than like asking, looking towards your wife or going to a restaurant, which is going to take time basically to get the same kind of food. So I watch a lot of cooking shows. Samjot Kher, for example, Your Food Labs, is something that
Yeah,
I
yeah. Well,
watch his shows a lot. And then like Mahesh Bhatt, because I'm from Tamil Nadu, I also watch the Tamil cooking. So there I watch Mahesh Bhatt. So I watch quite a bit of cooking shows to
nice.
learn what are the basic ingredients that how we can do things and stuff like that. Because cooking at the end of the day is a little bit of a once you learn some of the basics, it sort of keeps repeating, and slight change here and there, it takes you to the right dish basically. So I really love cooking. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Hey, I think our audience would love to know about your life at Oracle, right? You are senior vice president at Oracle. Tell us a little bit about your work, your org, what you guys do.
So I started I started working for Oracle from 1999 as a member of technical staff. So I
Wow.
started the lowest pecking order, basically, and then I grew my career from there. And my number one thing from the get go is about customers. So I used to be working. I still own that area. I used to work on an area called dictionary in the database, which is very demanding.
Data dictionary, right?
Like shared cursors, library caches, very demanding because there's not a week you'll have an escalation from large customers. But the thing that kept on going for me was making sure the customer succeeds, right? Like, what they're paying money to, they're paying my salary, they're paying our bills. And the only reason we are here, like with the lights on, is because of them. So for me, customer success was the number one thing. So that led me to innovate within whatever area I could. So whether it's writing a good diagnostic routine or helping customers to out of the situation they are in by giving a workaround or whatever it is, and sort of that passion sort of ignited towards ignited me towards innovating a Oracle option where very few teams or very few people in Oracle database gets to do something where you start making from $0 to millions of dollars for a database option, basically. So we were able to do this database option called multi-tenant.
Yes.
So Oracle multi-tenant, which is CDBs and PDBs, that was innovated by my team. I was the architect of the team, basically.
Wow.
So that's where we got our visibility. So later on, now we run autonomous database shared the cloud service, which is built on multi-tenant. So we use multi-tenant heavily for the cloud service as well, which is one of the industry well-known fully managed database cloud service.
Yes, autonomous database is so popular, and it's a great achievement what you've done with CDBs and PDBs. I mean, multi-tenant Oracle architecture. Wow, I mean that's amazing. I mean, do you have any publications or some documents about it that I can share with my customer?
Absolutely. Before going there, I want to point out one thing is that me as a leader, I'm nothing without my team. My team actually is the central fulcrum of anything that we do. I'm just a person who leads them and find leaders in them, and then also set some priorities based on the organizational priorities. But our team is, I'm extremely proud of my team. I'm leading one of the best teams. I always feel that, in the industry, in Oracle, in database organization. So I'll definitely go into the slide. So I'll just share my screen at the point.
Great.
So what autonomous database is basically, it's a fully managed database which actually can manage your development, test, and mission critical applications. So it is like, it provides you the whole shebang, right? It has Exadata underneath the covers. It's fully automated. We actually take care of everything for you. I'll talk about what I mean by everything. And the way, in some, it's the hashtag down there, right? If you want to think about a cloud database, true natively built cloud database, it is the autonomous database, right? So,
right.
And then why autonomous? I mean, people always ask this question, hey, I can just like run on co-managed services, or like I can run my database on in RDS, in AWS, or whatever it is. Why autonomous? First, we are the best, Oracle database organization is the best team to run Oracle databases. Of course, we built it, right? So, so running it on any other cloud would be like not a good thing. But in our cloud, why autonomous is because we focus on very low TCO for the customers, because we do the patching for you.
Right.
We automatically detect bugs for you. Like we automatically, provide a better testing for you with autonomous database. So if there is a number that I want to quote here, Divit, is that we actually detect 87% of the bugs. 87% of the bugs before the customer even finds it, and we automatically detect it, basically. So that means lesser support request has to be logged by the customers, and we automatically detect it. And by the time you are even filing the support request, we actually patch for that issue already. So, it is one of the best innovations that Oracle database organization has done, and we are extremely proud of it. And then customer experience speaks for itself. We built a whole bunch of things to diagnose problems, and I don't want to bore the folks looking for a Holi message with too much.
This is high-end technology, man. I'm sure we would be doing a part 2 for this for sure.
Yes, and we have a whole bunch of metrics to detect these problems. So again, the takeaway that I want to give to your audience is very simple. Autonomous database is an industry-leading cloud-native database, which automatically patches itself, detects problems, and provides a consistent performance for the customer workloads, whether it's dev, test, or mission critical or business critical databases. So with that, I'll stop sharing my slide, and like you said, we can always go into details in a different setting, basically. Right? Yeah,
we will have a follow-up session for sure. But this is such interesting stuff. Amazing. I mean, it's amazing what your team is doing, and I had no idea about your contributions for multi-tenant database. It's just amazing what I hear. Hey, by the way, have you heard the song, the Holi special song that every guy plays during Holi?
I know what you're talking about. Rang the Day?
Yes. Let me play that. And I'm pretty sure maybe you should practice this song in the evening.
I'll practice. I'll practice this song, but I can do some small dance moves.
That will be fun. This used to be my favorite. On every Holi party, I'm not sure if you can hear it loud enough, but then in every Holi party, right, we would play the song. It's super fun.
No, this is fun. I love this song. I've heard it many times. My Hindi pronunciation is not that great, so I would love to sing it one day, definitely, right? So,
all right, Kumar, it was so much fun having you on the show. This was, I can't thank you enough for sharing your wealth of knowledge with our viewers. It's been a real pleasure, and I hope to see you again on another episode of Tech Talk with Divit.
Absolutely, thank you very much, Divit, and I wish you and your audience and people at Oracle a great Holi celebration. It's March 18th, right? So
yes,
I will be participating in one. And thanks for bringing me and giving this opportunity to address the audience. And like always, happy Holi, everybody.
Happy Holi to you too, man. All right.